In today's video, I am going to be giving you some fantastically fun full court presses that you can run with kids. So let's get down, let's check this out. Some of these I run with my teams myself. These are a lot of fun. So we're going to start with the red team being the offense and the blue team being the defense. And really quickly, if you want to be able to get this app, it's down in the description below and you can get 10% off with my link. Also go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book that is down in the description as well, because it traps the corners and doubles the low post without leaving anybody open. So like any usual or normal full court press break, we're going to have player 3 passing that ball in, and of course now player 3 running inbounds. We're going to have player 2, blue, he's going to then pressure that ball handler, and player 1 is going to be watching half court. At this time, we're going to be trying to force this ball up sideline. We don't want this ball to go up middle. This ball has to go up sideline. While this ball is going up sideline, he may try and pass to player 5. But meanwhile, while this is happening, we're going to have player 3 start shadowing over to this side and player 1 moving back. We don't want anything up middle, especially ahead of the ball handler. But if it goes back to middle here, this will now be player 1 pressuring. So if they reverse it back, then we'll have player 1 pressure, try to force the other way or back the same way, and player 3 would then go cover middle once again. At this time, if they were to push the ball back up to this side, player 2 would then cover middle, player 3 would start shadowing that side. The whole main idea here, especially with younger teams, they'll go and set up. They won't try and beat the press, especially at first, until the other team calls a timeout. And now, our goal is to at least get it trapped somewhere along the sideline. Ideally, we trap it right here. This would be, these two spots would be the areas where we want to trap the ball, because they can't go back over half and they obviously can't go up the sideline. So if they can trap ideally right there, player 2 covering middle, player 4 and 5 covering these spots, we're going to be all set. Now you may be saying, well, I can't full court press. Well, this actually works in the half court as well. So while they're bringing that ball up, instead, what we would have is our team set up at the free throw line, on the block, And also, by the way, these guys can drop down into the block and run the exact same defense. However, now we will have players 2 and 1. They're going to be chasing the ball. And there's 2 different ways that we can run this. We can say 2 players on ball. It's called a swarm defense at all times. So if player 1 was to pass over to player 2, we would then have player 3 cover the high post, player 5 cover the wing, player 4 cover that low post. That way there's nothing up this side. And then players 2 and 1 would go and double that ball. Wherever this ball goes, they're going to be sprinting and they're going to be covering wherever that ball goes. So if it goes over here, 3, 4, and 5 shift, player 1 and 2 go and cover that ball. Ideally, what we would really like to see is if this pass was made, because a lot of teams, they're going to be not setting up way out to half court like older teams may try and do against this. What they're going to try and do is have most younger players, and I'm talking like U11, U12 type players, U10, because you can run a zone up here in Canada at the rep level with this age. And this is exactly what I would do, is just have, when they make this pass, player 3 tries to intercept. Player 3 intercepts. He's got the whole court to go. Player 1 is generally the fastest guy on my team anyways, and he's pretty well the top 3 fastest players in probably the country. And he's going to be bombing it down court as well, so if he's ahead of the ball, which he should be, this is an easy layup every single time. Now, because teams generally can't pass very far in a full court press, what I would do is set up a 2-3 zone literally on their side of the court. I don't care about what's happening down here, because most teams at the U10, U11, U12 age can't pass the ball that far. So by full court pressing at the U11 or U12 age here in Ontario, we can really get away with murder, because at the U11 age, the last quarter, we can get it full court, last whole half, we can get it full court press. So we can really run up the score if we really wanted to. And Obviously, these guys can cross or they may just pop down, whatever their strategy is. As soon as that happens, that ball goes in, player 2 goes on, player 3 runs and sprints down, player 5 moves over, player 1 covers that reverse pass, player 4 covers middle, player 5 covers here. That team is swarmed. There is nothing that player can do. There's no pass out. As long as you're aggressive enough, we're going to get that all game long. So if you're looking to win games and in your league at the youth or maybe more lesser experienced level, if you want to be able to win games a lot, run a full court press. And then run these janky full court presses, and guess what? It works so well. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, make sure to go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book that is down in the description below. But also, if you want this app, there's a 10% off link that is down in the description below as well.